Here we go. Hello. Hi. Good morning. Oh, good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Usual format, we'll do 2 sections. We'll start with the broadcast and then we'll move to the newspapers. Jeremy, do you want to start things off for us?
Hello.
Hello, Jim.
Radio sacked this morning by United. What's your reaction?
Well, it's never pleasant to see a coach being dismissed from a job. It's not pleasant for anyone, and especially it's not pleasant for somebody like Jose that has won so much in the game and so much for this club. So sad, like many others, and but I want to wish him all the best in the new adventure. I'm sure he will have soon another adventure somewhere else.
3 years ago this week he was sacked by Chelsea. Do you think he's finished after this?
Nowadays, getting the sack is part of our job, and it belongs to everyone, from the small coaches, or to the big ones. So I'm not sure about that. Knowing the character and the personality of Jose, he will want to bounce back very quickly.
We've just heard, Franco, that UEFA are going to investigate alleged racist incidents last week in Hungary. There could be potentially a partial closure when you meet Malmo at Stamford Bridge. How concerned do you think Chelsea should be?
We are still talking about the investigation, so it's very difficult to say anything about that because we don't want to get into the middle of that. We will see what happens, and then obviously we're gonna give a comment on that.
And this is the first match since Manchester City, a spectacular win, but it was overshadowed. What happened with Raheem Sterling? You're a big hero with the fans here, Gianfranco. What is your message to them, given that they are really under the spotlight right now?
No, it's sad, you know. Racism doesn't belong to football, doesn't belong to anything. So obviously sad and disappointed about that. But you know, I know the supporters very well. They gave me so much, and they gave to the team so much. I'm sure they will react in a positive way, and they will support the team in a strong way, but also in a very, very respectful way. So I'm expecting that.
It's a League Cup quarter-final. The last 2 rounds you made 8 changes. Is it more important now to try and win the Carabao Cup or to rest players for the Premier League? What do you think?
You know, it's we are ambitious. We want to win, so we're gonna treat this competition seriously. Of course, we know that we have a lot of games to play, so there will be certainly changes. But despite that changes, there will be a strong team tomorrow.
And can you talk about this tie, because you played Bournemouth at this stage this week last year, but yet they came to the Bridge and won last season as well. This could be quite tricky for you, couldn't it?
Yeah, it can be. I do remember the game. I was watching it on the stand, so I remember the game very well. We know it's Bournemouth is a dangerous team. They gone far, even from last year. They keep improving, and because they have a very good coach and a good team. So we know that the game will have a lot of difficulties. But also, you know, we all the respect. We know our potentials. We know we are getting better. We've had our bad spell, but we're coming stronger from that. And so we are approaching the game with a lot of confidence.
Just finally for me, could be a chance for Gary Cahill to play football tomorrow night. What are your thoughts at the moment about his future next month in the transfer window?
It's very difficult to say about anything about that. At the moment, there are players that are playing, they're doing very well. Not that Gary, when he was played, did bad. He did actually well, but at the moment, you know, there are other players that are performing very well. So I don't know what is going to happen, but I know Gary is a fighter. He's good. actually, for me personally, was a surprise to find out his personality, his positiveness. So I'm sure he will do his best to get a position in the team quickly.
John.
Gianfranco, where does the Carabao Cup sit in the club's priorities, would you say, this season?
Well, we are a new group now. We want to do well for this club. We want to win something, and Carabao is an opportunity. We are playing the quarterfinals, so it's very tempting.
Do you think the manager has to win something in his first season at the club?
No, not really. No, the manager has to build up. We are here to, inherited a team that has won a lot in the past, and now last year they won as well. And we certainly want to achieve something, but we are not in a hurry of that. We know that also we are structuring a team, a system that can be competitive in this league, but also in Europe. The aim is to become one of the best teams in the country and in Europe. And we know that if we want to achieve that, we need to think not only on a short term but also on a long term.
Yeah, Mauricio keeps telling us that it's going to take time for the side to play in his style. How close do you think the team are to that now? Well,
there are days where we are very close, and some others where we go far. But this is part of the process. It's not that this team sometimes plays really the way Maurizio's teams they play. But at the moment, or so far, we didn't manage to do it consistently all the time. And that is the target that we have in front of us. It's not easy because it's very demanding what the coach asks to the players, especially certain players. Difficult but very ambitious. So
difficult to switch across to.
Yeah, I mean it's. I can understand that because. As much as we try to play in a very offensive football, we do try to play that way. There are a lot of parts where you have to defend a lot. You have to run. You have to be always active. There are no pauses during the game, and this is what some of the players they need to achieve, to be more consistent during the game, not to switch off.
What's the manager like? Looking from the outside, it seems he's very intense on the training ground. Is that right? But away from the training ground, he's a different individual.
Yeah, he likes to chat, to have a glass of wine, and to smile. But at the same time, when he's on the pitch, he's very serious. He works a lot. These managers spend 30 years on low leagues to build up what he has built up his know-how, and now he's very serious. He wants to take the moment and do well, and I appreciate that. And so we need to get into this system because I think it's going to be beneficial for all of us.
Is one of his secrets is man management? Because it does seem that the players seem to like him and get on with it.
Yeah, no, it's players. They're not stupid. They understand when somebody is honest and is trying to improve you and is doing something that can make you better. So when they do recognize this, it's very easy to get on.
Matt.
Gianfranco, how is Alvaro Morata? Is he in contention?
No, I don't think so. Alvaro has had a problem. He twisted his knee against Vidi, and. No, I don't think. It won't take, I believe, long, but not going to be able to be in contention for tomorrow.
And Eden Hazard?
Eden as well has got a knock in his foot, and we are assessing him. I think we're going to decide today.
Is it worth the risk to play Hazard, given you're so close to silverware in this competition?
Yeah, well, obviously Hazard is one of our best players, so obviously to have him available is a big deal. But we don't want to compromise anything, so we will see. Depends on how the fitness test is going to go today.
Okay, and just one more from me. Chelsea have been linked with Callum Wilson, the Bournemouth striker.
Yeah.
Is there any truth to that?
I'm sure that there are a lot of players that are linked with us. Certainly, Callum Wilson is doing very well for this club, and is an interest not only for us but for many.
Okay, last two, Liam and then Simon.
Franco, Ruben has either started or come on in the last 6 games. What have you seen from him in the last few weeks to make Maurizio want to use him more?
Well, I think Ruben is gone a long way from the beginning of the season. He has improved a lot, especially his application on the pitch. Nobody has ever doubted his qualities because we can see it's very easy to see them. But to play as a midfielder, also he's learning duties that, in my opinion, didn't have before. I mean, he had the duties, but maybe he didn't have the application and that he's having at the moment. I'm very pleased with him. I think he's a player that is an impact player, and I'm pleased for him because he's worked hard. He was suffering when he didn't play, and to see him now, achieving something, being recognized it must be very good for him.
Okay, last question in this section, Simon.
Hi Franco, just talking generally about Callum Wilson, because I presume you've been studying him ahead of this game. What makes him so good? What do you guys have to be wary of tomorrow night? What makes him such a danger?
Well, it's he's strong, fast, and he sees the goal. I like it because he's quick but also strong in the air, which is a very important quality. But having said that, it's I don't want to go too much into it because it's no, I understand that, but it's he's doing very well, and I'm pleased for him. He has a lot of qualities that can take him a long way. So I really hope that he continues improving like he's doing.
Okay, cameras off. Thank you. And then we'll now do the newspapers.